The month-long unrest in Iran growing by the day, and so is the Iranian regime's crackdown on protesters. From handing out death sentences to directly firing on protesters, the Iranian regime is doing everything at its disposal to curb dissent. A revolutionary court in Iran has sentenced a dissident illustrator and author to death. Mehdi Bahman was reportedly sentenced on the charge of espionage. Bahman was arrested on the 12th of October after giving an interview to an Israeli TV channel. But unrelenting protests continue to raise their voice of dissent. Tehran's Grand Bazaar was chosen as the site of one such protest on Saturday. The crowd raised slogans against poverty, corruption, and the ever-increasing cost of living and bad economic news. Inflation in Iran is currently hovering around 50%. Last week, Iranian currency, the rial, further depreciated, pushing up prices for many basic commodities. Huge crowds gathered in the Grand Bazaar area on Saturday, despite massive intervention of security forces. The security personnel soon resorted to firing tear gas to disperse the crowds, shooting plastic bullets and thrashing with batons, and random detentions soon followed. Meanwhile, security forces opened fire on a crowd in the Javan Road, killing one person. The crowd had gathered for a mourning ceremony for 7 victims, reportedly killed by the Iranian security forces on the 20th to the 21st of November. The ceremony, to mark the 40th day after their death, was being held in the presence of a large crowd of people on Saturday morning, where the regime forces reportedly fired live rounds and tear gas at the mourners, claiming one more life. At the same time, the call for protests to continue are growing louder than ever. In the latest, Iran's exiled prince, Reza Pahlavi, has called for more protests against the Islamic Republic. In a tweet posted today, Pahlavi has called on Iranians to participate in the ceremonies to commemorate the victims of state brutality. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.